Welcome, dear YouTube viewers. Xnick here again after so long time. I've been missing you. As you are probably aware by now, this is a Hearthstone game I recently played. I also uploaded this early to test if I could send videos straight from Twitch to YouTube, so please disregard the previous one. This is the one that I'm explaining what's going on. So if you have only played Magic the Gathering and have no idea of how Hearthstone plays out or pans out, I'm going to try to explain major differences. So basically the games are pretty much the same premises. You have hit points, you can play cards, the cards operate as means to defeat your opponent by dealing damage, and you have to, every card has a cost associated which is paid with mana, and so on and so on. So mostly the games are quite similar. As a matter of fact, Hearthstone was at first imitation of Magic the Gathering that was developed entirely for the digital world. So let's see in this game what's happening. So I'm playing as a Paladin, which in Magic could be something like playing with white cards and trying to get a lot of small creatures to defeat your opponent. And in this case I'm facing a mage, which plays pretty similar to a red deck that's trying to burn you down. So here I play my first minion. It has an enter the battlefield effect, or battle cry as they call it in Hearthstone, that gave me an token that I can play later on. It's a token that I have to cast for 1 mana. So with regards to mana, in Hearthstone we have mana crystals. There are no colors, and we gain 1 additional mana crystal each turn from 1 to 10. And here we're just trading a little bit of damage. The opponent has played 2 minions, I have 3 on board. Of course the opponent's minions are stronger, but here I use my Cauldron, which is a very cool card in Hearthstone that reads that whenever one of my other creatures or minions die, I receive a random shaman card that have a multitude of different effects, which is awesome for here. And here I should say that the mage did a mistake, but he preferred to go against my hit points instead of trying to trade my guys. So another one of the major difference with respect to Magic is that during the opponent's turn there are no phases, so you can't do much. Here I'm playing a secret and a sorcery that summons 2 tokens. So, but during the opponent's turn I can't do anything. There are no phases, and you get to choose the attacks where the creatures do the attacks and so on. Also, another important difference is that the damage of the different creatures sticks, so there's no healing of the creatures after the end of the turn. So if that 1/5 gets injured, is going to remain injured, different from the Magic. So here the opponent is trying to kill my guys, but I have a secret card that spawns a new token that makes a trade. So I now receive a new card thanks to my Cauldron. Here I'm going to play a weapon card that allows my hero to attack. I take the damage during those attacks, but the trade-off is that I remove an opposing creature without losing my guys. And now I've played that card that is Prince Keleseth, that buffs all the future minions. Now the opponent has played a board clear called Dragon's Fury that has destroyed almost everything and also injures his guy. But now I'm going to play all my stuff, which is pretty sweet because I'm running Winnies. And also here I have a minion with Taunt, which means that the opponent cannot attack other things before removing all other taunts. And it also has Divine Shield, which is a protection. Now the opponent plays a minion that destroys my weapon as it enters the battlefield. And here I have a very powerful turn, because with my random spells that I got from the cauldron, I get to draw one card, an additional copy, and then build, play these minions. These minions are like enchantments, because they can be played as minions or buff another creatures of the mech subtypes, should I say. So, all in all, a very huge, juicy, powerful creature. Cloudron that started as a 1/3 and now is a 5/8, and also I have a minion that grows when a player plays a secret. Now here the opponent removed all the buffs by playing a silence creature, but here I'm going to give +2 attack to one of my minions with the Abusive Sergeant, allowing me to trade into the 4/3. I lose one of my minions, but that's okay. Then go in and attack with everybody and play this spell that transforms all the minions into legendary creatures, which enhances the powerful. Those are all powerful. Now I have a golden Camellios. Here in Hearthstone, an additional decorative, it's like foiled in Magic. That doesn't mean anything, but the card looks much cooler if they are golden. So therefore the opponent is casting a sorcery that transforms my big guys into ships, 1/1 ships without any particular ability, but I have the ultimate evolution that transforms my creatures into creatures that cost 1 more, and I get to play it once again if I have enough mana. So here all my creatures start getting larger and larger. So this is an amusing thing, because you can get cards from all the game, not only the ones limited to Paladin. For instance, here I have a mage card that makes my spells cost 1 less, which allows me to cast all the repetitions of the ultimate evolution that I want, as long as they cost no mana. The only thing that is limiting here is the timer. There's a timer in the turn, so I have to hurry up, and I'm getting a very strong cards out of the deal. So I should say that this is not the regular game in Hearthstone, because Paladins are not supposed to be able to do this. So this is pretty funny, and the mage also spent many resources before, so the spells that he was using the turns before were extremely powerful. And I also found one of my minions had charge, which is the equivalent of haste in Magic, so I got to attack the opponent right away. And even there's no enough board clear in the mage class that can deal with my board, so pretty much the mage has no out. Only thing that could save the mage is a freeze spell that is the equivalent in Magic to tapping down all the attackers, but if the opponent does not have a freeze, he's lost, because the board clears are not strong enough to deal with everything, and there's little as it is, even if a couple of my guys survives. Then in my hand I'm holding a spell that can heal me and draws 3 more cards, but here the opponent concedes the game, and we have a pretty fun victory in Hearthstone. So all in all, plays out quite similar to Magic the Gathering, but with tons of random effects. Some might argue that Hearthstone is not about skill. I'm not sure about that.